Sunday.
Hello, and welcome to Listen Up. I'm one of your hostesses, Tanya Irvin. I'm a junior at Central High School. Welcome to our first show.
I'm Andy Brooks, and I'm a junior at Northeast High School, and on today's show we'll be discussing fashion. We want to know what's in and what's out in Middle Georgia, especially Bibb County. It's important for every teenager to look good, and then you look good, you know good. So today we're having a fashion show featuring some of our students in Bibb County. First of all, we have Lori Saunders. She's a senior at Northeast High School.
Lori has on her always stylish brown shoes, a boot-like shoe, with her full-figure jeans on, the denim look, with her navy blue, light blue, and white coat, with the stylish vest that always looks nice.
It's fitted too. She has a great figure. It looks great.
The belt looks very nice. I like that. That is so cute.
And the necklace.
Thank you.
Now we got Anna Kate. She goes to Central and she's in the 9th grade.
Anna has on her clog shoes, which you see a lot these days, with her full-figured navy blue pants with her denim shirt. She also has on red type sweater, kind of like a cranberry, with her necklace, kind of a
necklace.
Yeah, a nice accessory, with her nice earrings that accentuates the rest of her outfit with the gold.
Kind of a law school look, if you ask me.
Exactly, exactly.
Thanks, Anna.
Thank you.
And now we have Tangela King. She goes to Southwest and she's in the 12th grade.
Tangela has on her boot-type shoe with her cream jeans on, with her multicolored sweater that accentuates the jeans once again because you see the cream inside the sweater that matches the jeans.
You notice the jeans are not too tight.
No, they're not.
They're not too loose, but they're not too tight. They look
they're
really
just
comfortable.
Right. They look very nice with the shoes
really
she
great.
has on. Nice hairstyle, casual-like to match the outfit.
Yeah, she looks great. Thanks, Tangela.
Thank you.
Now I have Gregory Alexander. He goes to Northeast High School, and he's in the 11th grade.
Gregory has on his boots also, with his full-figure giant jeans, with his plaid shirt that has a touch of green to match the green shirt that he is wearing. And he also has the zipper look in the front with his baby dreads.
Baby dreads, those are cute. Thanks, Gregory. Now we have Cedric Tolliver. He's from Central High School, and he's a senior.
Cedric also has on his boots with his jeans on.
Very popular, aren't they?
Very popular. With his multicolor denim shirt with a touch of cranberry to match the cranberry shirt he has on, with his Big Daddy dreads.
Thanks, Cedric. And now we have Kyle Brooks. He attends Miller Middle School, and he's in the 8th grade, getting ready to go to high school.
He has on his always casual Reebok jeans with his shoes. I was going too fast. With his jeans on, messing Kyle up here, with his tie-dye shirt with a touch of blue that also accentuates the jeans.
Nice necklace too, Kyle.
Yes.
And thank you. That was a small example of some of the popular outfits now in Bibb County. We'll be back after this short break.
Today, George came to school with a black eye. A school social worker was called. Today, Carlos learned how to grieve the loss of a friend. A school social worker was there. Today, Kim Lee's family learned how to talk calmly to each other. A school social worker was there. Georgia's children deal with many problems that are not directly related to school, but influence the quality of a student's work. The School Social Work Association of Georgia is here to help. Contact a school social worker today.
It's important to me that Jason is well prepared for the job market. I want him to enjoy learning and face the future with confidence and ability. The Career Center prepares him with these skills. My husband and I have a great sense of security that when Jason faces the real world, he will be ready.
Think about it. Bibb County Public Schools, a smart choice.
We're glad we chose the Bibb County Public Schools.
Welcome back to Listen Up. We are now talking to some of our fashion show participants from the Bibb County schools. We have Greg Alexander from Northeast High School, Anna Kate from Central High School, and Carl Brooks, an upcoming freshman from Miller Junior High School. Well, I would like to ask you today, in your schools, do you see a big variety of fashion, or is everybody duplicating everybody else?
Definitely a variety of fashion.
That's good.
I agree. Like you have some students who might, go along with what you might call a fashion, but most students just do their own thing. Whatever they like, they wear.
That's good. Do you think that school is a place where you can go and be yourself and relax, or do you think in your personal school, is school a place where you can just put on a fashion show?
Well, it depends on your state of mind, I guess. Some kids might think that, they have to go to school and be in a fashion show or whatever you want to call it. And, but some kids just, they don't care what everybody else thinks. As long as they like what they have on, it's cool.
That's important. That's very important. Okay. Do you think the way that the students dress in the school, if somebody was coming from another school, probably in another town, looking at how the students dress, do you think they would automatically stereotype the school?
Well, they might stereotype them in different groups, not just the school in general, because it seems like pretty much you get put in your own separate group, pretty much looking at how you dress, and also they wouldn't stereotype the school, but they would, they would classify them with a certain group, I think.
That's true. When you go to other cities such as Atlanta or even Albany, are the youth dressing in a similar fashion that the youth is dressing in Macon?
Yes.
Yeah.
So it's pretty much the same?
It depends, because everybody, like you might have some people who in Atlanta that don't care much about fashion, and then you find some who do,
It really depends on where you go in Atlanta.
True.
It's usually the section in Atlanta has their own certain type. And there's some places in Atlanta that wouldn't even have the type that you would find in a different place.
That's true.
And then you have so many different places to shop in Atlanta, so they might have a variety of clothing that they don't have down here, And then you have like kids from college. You have so many colleges up there.
True.
From different places like New York or Los Angeles, so they have a different variety of clothes.
That's very true. That's very true. Do you all think when you look back to maybe your 9th grade year, or in your case, a younger year than high school, can you still call some of the clothes that you wear then fashionable now?
Not to me. To some people probably, but I look back and say, no, I would never wear that again. But I see some people wearing the stuff I wore back in middle school.
Can you all imagine when we get to be in our 20s, we'll probably look back on our clothes and be like, no, we probably wouldn't wear some of the stuff we wear now. What do you think is the easiest part of the school year to dress, be yourself and still feel comfortable?
I think the winter time when it's cold.
Yeah, because, well, at Central in the summer, it's kind of uncomfortable because there is no air conditioning, but in the winter, I pretty much, I like winter clothes better, so I pretty much like to I like it better in the winter.
That's good. Okay.
Actually, I like it during the summer because there's less clothes that you can wear, so there's more of a variety of clothes.
Mm-hmm. True. That's very true. Mandy, let's go to Mandy in the audience now.
Yes, I wanted to ask Kyle a question. Kyle, since you go to middle school and most everybody else here is from high school, have you found that there's any difference between how people dress in middle school and how they dress in high school, or is it basically the same?
Usually it's the same, but sometimes middle school is a little slower than the high school, but everything usually seems to end up the same thing.
Are they slower in catching the fads that go into the high schools?
Yeah, it's usually fad, although there's very little fad in middle school.
Okay, thanks.
Getting into music, what kind of music do you all like to listen to in your spare time?
Well, myself, I like, I listen mostly to hip-hop music, and I like, some reggae, and I listen to jazz also. And, if there's some types of, what you call heavy metal, and if it sounds good, I'll listen to it. Whatever sounds good, but mostly hip-hop.
Good variety. Okay. Do you think the music of today symbolizes the type of youth we have today?
To an extent, yeah.
Yeah. You know, like I know there's a lot of controversy about, you know, they say that, you know, whatever, you know, if they say gangster music, you know, a lot of kids on the gangster music tip, and it makes them want to go out and kill somebody. But, you know, I don't really agree with that. You know, to a certain extent, maybe, but, you know, I don't think, you know, I guess a kid would have to have real low self-esteem to let a performer on a record influence him to go kill somebody, you know what I mean?
That's very true.
Yeah, I think that most people, a lot of people think that just listen, like adults, they listen to the lyrics and they think, well, those kids listen to that, you know, that music. But most kids I know just listen to the music just for the music and not actually the words. So.
That's true. That's very true. We can go out to Mandy now.
Hello, my name is Samuel Ellison. I go to Northeast. Do you think music has an effect on what kind of clothes you wear?
I do.
Yeah, I do too. Because, you know, I guess, like they say you have a hip-hop fashion, but, I guess, you know, like, I don't really go along with a hip-hop fashion because, you know, a lot of the, you know, what is hip-hop fashion, you know what I mean? You know, I guess they say that baggy pants and whatever, you know, is supposed to be hip-hop fashion, but, you know, I guess, you know, you see all different types of people wearing baggy pants, not just people who listen to hip-hop or whatever.
That's true.
Usually it's only clothes and fads that would come from music are the ones that a large group of people would wear, although music usually has nothing to do with anyone who is different from the rest. Although
you might get it out of the music videos what you wear, but not out of the music. You can't pop in the tape and say, you know, and say what you want to wear. It usually comes from the videos, what you see in the videos or whatever.
That's true. That's very true. With the certain music they call gangster music, do you think certain people, the song might be about one thing, but maybe somebody will get a different vision in their head about what the music is about?
Yes, I think so.
Okay. Mandy?
Yes, my name is Cedric Tyler, and I'm a senior at Central High School. And I was wondering from the panelists, do you think that today's society put too much emphasis on your clothes and the way you look, just through the clothes make a person, basically?
Yes, I think so. You know, people in, you know, especially in Macon, you know, I guess they don't see a lot of different varieties of clothing and hairstyles. You know, if you change, if you all of a sudden make a sudden change, you know, they'll think you're trying to fit in with what they call the hard crowd. You know, you know, they say you're trying to be a hood or whatever, and it's not really like that. You know, you just want to do what you want to do. You know, you're doing what you feel, and I don't think there's nothing wrong with that.
That's true.
I think there's a lot of emphasis on the clothes that we wear, and they depict how the person might be from the outside. Although I don't dress anything how I might act. And so really, to me, it's just clothes, and I just wear them.
Okay. I would like to thank our guests today, and when we come back, Mandy will once again join us when we talk to school presidents and school supervisors about the dress code.
Imagine an 8th grader studying chemistry and geometry. This is what my daughter Yvette is studying at the Bibb County Public Schools. As a student in the International Baccalaureate Honors Program, she'll be able to attend any participating college, anywhere in the world. And this is just one of the great programs offered.
Think about it. Bibb County Public Schools, the smart choice.
Public schools are just great.
There was no way we would send Elizabeth to an ordinary school, so we sent her to a school that lets her take music as a regular part of her study. But she doesn't just play the violin, she studies a wide variety of subjects, and she really enjoys school. We would have to pay a lot to get this quality of education for our children, but we didn't have to. Our children go to Bibb County Public Schools.
Think about it. Bibb County Public Schools, the smart choice.
We love it.
And welcome back to Listen Up. Now joining us, we have Cedric Tolliver, the senior class president at Central High School, and Dr. Watkins, the principal of Southwest High School, to share with us their opinions on fashion and the impact of the dress code on such. Dr. Watkins, what exactly is in the dress code? Some students it's pretty vague, but what exactly is in the dress code?
Each year the 4 Bibb County high schools come together to put together a handbook that will include the dress code for students. It's rather lenient. We ask that students wear clothing that are not revealing. Revealing meaning that the shoulders should not be exposed to the extent that it will attract someone to you. We also ask that students not wear clothing with designs of vulgar designs, clothing that are too short, unusual tank tops. And we've had fairly good success with our dress codes. They're all printed in handbooks in Bibb County schools.
How often are these dress codes violated? Is it often?
We find most of our violations come during the late spring and in the fall when it's very hot, very warm. Students will wear more revealing type clothing at that time, and we do have a few violations in our schools.
Do you think that perhaps the revealing and the shorts and things when it gets really hot, could that be because it's so hot in the unair conditioned schools in Bibb County?
That's a big factor. We do have schools in Bibb County that are not air conditioned, and students are trained to keep cool, and shorts would be a good excuse to wear shorts during that time. Southwest at this time will have all the buildings air conditioned, so we're looking forward to the fall and the spring and see what happens. That should not be an excuse to wear shorts.
Do you have trouble enforcing the dress code with your students?
Not a serious problem. What we normally do, if there's a violation, we are able to talk with those students and their parents, and many times we've had to ask students to bring other clothes the following day, or ask parents to bring to school a different outfit for a student during the day. And it has not been a major problem. We make a very special effort the first week of school to announce and emphasize the dress code, and so students are aware and they have this in the handbook.
Cedric, have you ever violated the dress code?
No. The things in it are pretty lenient, and I'm not into shorts or anything like that, so I wouldn't violate it. I guess I have no problem with the dress codes.
Yeah, a lot of students, it seems like, don't have a major problem with it unless it's unair conditioned, and then they have that little excuse. Do you feel like students focus too much on the dress code? They think it's too strict, maybe?
I don't think it is too strict, and I think students focus on it. I think most of the time students will violate the dress code just as an excuse, basically. I think, especially at our school where there's no air conditioning, they use it as an excuse, because I don't think that shorts that come to your knee and shorts that are up here
make much of a difference.
Make much difference as far as like body temperature or whatever. So that's just basically an excuse. But dress codes and the way you dress, I'm not a big fan of regulating. I think I don't think it really has anything to do with the way you learn. You're going to learn regardless of what you have on. It might interfere with people becoming more attracted to you or things such as that. I've seen that happen. But if you have self-respect, then you draw your own limits within yourself. So
with any fashion, it doesn't have to do with the dress code, really. I mean, any student, it seems to me, can be comfortable without having to be revealing or just being rebellious just to do it, you know.
Have you ever had any complaints with the dress code and maybe tried to meet the student halfway the next time you have the handbook written up?
We involve the students in the preparation of the dress code. Therefore, yes, we do try to meet some of their desires, and we're lenient to the point that we incorporate some of the things they wish to have. One comment I'd like to make in regards, not directly related to your question, is that we have read and heard that because of some of the things that students wear at the school, it does cause controversy and fights and so forth. So we believe that dress code dress codes can make a difference, and we try to encourage students to wear things that are not competitive. Students have fights about different types of clothing. So all this is sort of involved in the dress code process. So we encourage them to wear comfortable clothes and not make a big problem with it.
Because of the controversy and the fights, would you think that it would be better for public schools just to have, I mean, I wouldn't agree with this, but would you agree that the public schools should maybe have uniforms for the students to cut down on the controversy and all?
There's a lot of literature that indicates that we would do better if we had uniforms in schools, even in the high schools. And there's a lot of opinions about that. My opinion is that I'm sort of ambivalent about it. I think it certainly would reduce the amount of tension and the amount of money that people spend on clothing, because it's a competitive thing with many students. If you do not have to compete with the next student, I think it would make a difference. And some students really do compete. They would like to have the same kind of outfit that a friend has. So I'm ambivalent about it. I think there's certainly some merit on both sides.
That's very true.
Do either of you think that there are any parts of the dress code that are maybe too harsh? That, as the senior class president, have you heard of any complaints by students about a certain part of the dress code? Is it too harsh, or do they violate it often?
One of the biggest problems I've seen and people voice the complaints about is like when they have like Greek letters on their clothes, and because I know a lot of people put a lot of money into like jackets and t-shirts and things, and they think that they should have the right to wear them, and it becomes a lot of problem with that. But also I see where the administration is coming from. Those letters usually ends up in like a gang type thing, so they try to cut down on that. But that has been a major problem, and I think a lot of students in the past were upset about that.
Probably, yeah. I'm sure both of you agree when I say that fashion should not be an issue, the dress code should not be an issue. You should be able to dress comfortably, but to abide by the rules and just be yourself and focus on your schoolwork. When we come back from this short break, Keith Hartree from Central will be with us to give us the upcoming events from the Bibb County High School's school calendars.
The future of our children is high technology. Bibb County Public Schools are first in high-tech curriculum. Students get hands-on instruction in desktop publishing, space exploration, robotics, weather, and television production, to name a few. The technology lab at our Bibb County Public Schools is just another example of the quality of education we have in Macon.
Think about it. Bibb County Public Schools. A smart choice.
Bibb County Public Schools are high-tech now.
I wanted my children to go to a school where they could not only get a great education, but to have fun and stay motivated. At Bibb County Public Schools, they are learning many subjects, even on computers, and they keep their interest levels high. We have a secure feeling knowing the Bibb County Public Schools are leading the way in academics.
Think about it. Bibb County Public Schools, the smart choice.
My children love their school, and so do I.
Welcome back to Listen Up. And now Keith Hartree's here from Central with the events that are coming up this month in the Bibb County High Schools. Keith?
Well, first, we're going to head on over to the Central Charger territory. All right, and first, on the 6th, they got a quiz bowl going on at Fort Valley State College. And on the 9th, the Black History Culture Club will meet. And on the 15th, there will be a student council meeting. And on the northeast tip, you know, the Raiders, the Senior Girl Scouts will meet from 2:30 to 4 p.m. on the 10th. There'll be a sophomore chicken dinner on the 16th. And the academic team will meet every Wednesday. Southwest and Southeast, we didn't hear from you this week. Ooh. Y'all need to send us something we can tell the people what's really going on with the Patriots and the Warriors. And we would like for the people, our viewers, to know that this month is Let's Read and Succeed month. So if you're out there, just pick up a book and read to succeed.
Okay, looks like we're finished with our first show.
Yeah.
It's been tough.
Yes, I've been looking forward to this since I came up here.
Well, we'll be on every afternoon at 3:30 on Channel 17 at Cox Cable. Y'all better watch us now. We're going to have some upcoming shows and some new topics. We'll see y'all next time.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.